Namaste. Okay, so this yoga class is designed to release any self-doubts, fear, or any negative emotions around taking action and creating the change. And it'll help you become more open to opportunities and embrace the change rather than feeling stuck. So let's bring our palms together at heart center, closing your eyes and keeping your spine nice and long by lifting your chest and roll your shoulders slightly back. Let's chant 3 Oms. Taking a deep breath in. And slowly opening your eyes. Okay, so we're going to start this session with a short guided meditation. So make sure you're sitting nice and comfortably. Closing your eyes again, and let's take a couple of deep breaths here. So taking a deep breath in. And exhaling through your mouth. And again, another deep breath in. And exhaling through your mouth. how you're feeling. So let's take a couple of deep breaths in. And exhaling through your mouth. And again, take another deep breath in. And exhaling through your mouth. Okay, so let's move into all fours for cat and cow. So bring your hands and knees about hip distance apart. And your wrists should come underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And spread your fingers wide and push the floor away and draw your bellies in slightly. And in your next inhale, arching your back, lift your chin and look forward. And as you exhale, rounding your back, chin towards the chest, push the floor away. And again, inhale, arching your back, lift your chin, look forward. And as you exhale, rounding your back, chin towards the chest. And inhale, arching your back. And exhale, rounding your back. And again, inhale, arching your back. And exhale, rounding your back. And the last one, inhale, arching your back. And exhale, rounding your back. And in your next inhale, come back to neutral posture. And this time, bring your knees slightly closer to each other. And in your next inhale, you want to raise your right leg up and lift your chin, look forward. Just make sure you drop your right hip here. And exhale, you want to bring your right knee towards your forehead, so round your back, squeezing your shoulders, and right knee towards your forehead. And again, inhale, raising your right leg up. And exhale, knee towards your forehead. Last one, inhale, raising your right leg up. And exhale, knee towards your forehead. And inhale, slowly bring your right knee back down. And just shake your body side to side to bring your spine, your body back to neutral. And again, in your next inhale, this time raising your left leg up, lift your chin, look forward. Just make sure you drop your left hip down. And exhale, bring your left knee towards your forehead. Round your back, squeeze your shoulders. And inhale, again, left leg up. And exhale, knee towards your forehead. And last one, inhale, left leg up. And exhale, knee towards your forehead. And inhale, bring your left leg down. And walk your hands forward. And And slowly bring your forehead towards the floor. Rest your forehead. Keep your arms straight. Spread your fingers wide. And you want your knees to be underneath your hips. And pressing your chest towards the floor. And let's take 5 deep breaths here. And in your next inhale, slowly walk your hands towards your shoulders. Push yourself up to all fours again. And tuck your toes. And let's lift your hips high into downward facing dog. So bend your knees slightly as you lengthen your spine. And if your hamstrings are feeling a little tight today, you just keep your knees bent in downward facing dog. And just move your body side to side a little bit. Start to soften your body. And pushing the floor away. Lifting your hips high. Let's take a couple of deep breaths in downward facing dog. And in your next inhale, raising your right leg towards the sky. And exhale, bring your right foot forward between your hands. Drop your left knee here. Just come to the fingertips. Lift your chest and stay here for a couple of breaths. And in your next inhale, reaching both arms up. And see if you can lunge a little deeper here. Keeping your arms straight. And slowly bring your both hands back to the floor. And slowly bring your right foot back into downward facing dog. And again, keep your knees slightly bent if you need to. Couple of deep breaths here. And your next inhale, raise your left leg toward the sky. And as you exhale, bring your left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee. And again, come to the fingertips. Lift your chest. And let's stay here for a couple of deep breaths. And in your next inhale, raising both arms up towards the sky. Spread your fingers wide, keeping your arms straight. See if you can lunge a little deeper here for a couple of breaths. And bring both hands back to the floor. And slowly bring your left foot back to downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And your next inhale, raising your right leg toward the sky. And exhale, bring your right foot forward between your hands. And drop your left knee here. Inhale, raising both arms up. And this time bring your palms facing forwards for a little back bend here. So arching your back. So don't drop your head all the way down. Just keep your eyes towards your hands. So if your back feels a little tight, just a slight back bend will do here. And from here, bend both elbows and see if you can open up your chest for a couple of breaths. And straighten your arms back up. And slowly bring your hands towards the floor. Right foot stepping back into downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. And your next inhale, raising your left leg toward the sky. And as you exhale, bring your left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee. And your next inhale, raising both arms up. And bring palms facing forward for a little back bend here. So arching your back slightly, eyes following your hands. Couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, bending your elbows here, open up your chest for a couple of deep breaths. And inhale, slowly reaching both arms back up. And exhale, slowly bring both hands down. Left foot stepping back into downward facing dog. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And your next inhale, raising your right leg toward the sky again. And exhale, bring your right foot forward between your hands. So you can either keep your left knee off the floor, or if this is too strong, you can drop your left knee. So we're going to move into the twist. So bring your left hand down and reach your right arm toward the sky to open up your chest here. Keep your left leg strong, pressing your left hands down and reaching your right arm up. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And from here, drop your left knee and bring your left foot closer to your bottom so you can hold on to your left foot with your right hand. If you can't reach, you can just keep your right arm up towards the sky into this pose for another couple of breaths. Otherwise, hold on to your left foot. And here, just make sure you roll your right shoulders back and you want to gaze over your right shoulder. Couple of deep breaths here. And let's release your left foot. Bring your right hand down towards the floor. And just slide your right foot forward slightly. And see if you can then straighten your right leg. Point your toes up for hamstring stretch. So if you can't get your hands to the floor, you can use your yoga block. If you have two of them, you can place your hands onto your block. Sorry, I forgot to mention about yoga block at the beginning of the class, but they're handy things to use. Otherwise, take a deep breath in and lift your chest. And as you exhale, see if you can bring your chest towards your right knee a little bit and take a couple of deep breaths. And inhale, slowly lift your chest here. Bring your right foot back slightly into lunge. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back into downward facing dog. And in your next inhale, raising your left leg toward the sky. And as you exhale, bring your left foot forward between your hands. So just make sure you do the same variation as you did on the right side. So either right knee down or right knee up. Bring your right hand down and reach your left arm up. Taking a couple of breaths here. And slowly drop your right knee and hold on to your right foot with your left hand. Roll your left shoulders back and gaze over your left shoulder. And again, just make sure you do the same variation as your right side. And slowly release your right foot, bring your left hand to the floor. And slide your left foot slightly forward. And then slowly straighten your left leg with toes pointing up. And again, if you need to use your yoga blocks, please do. Inhale, lift your chest, look forward. And as you exhale, see if you can bring your chest towards your left knee. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And slowly bring your left foot slightly back into lunge. And bring your hands towards the floor. Left foot stepping back into downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And in next inhale, raising your right leg toward the sky. And exhale, bring your right foot forward. And drop your left knee. And this time just bring your right foot towards outside of your yoga mat as much as you can. And just bring your toes slightly outwards. And see if you can lunge a little deeper here. And either bring both hands flat on the floor and stay here, or you can bring your elbows down, so your forearms down to the floor and stay here. And let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And slowly coming back up, press your hands down. And slowly bring your right foot back into downward facing dog. Couple of deep breaths here. And the next inhale, raise your left leg toward the sky. And exhale, bring your left foot forward. Drop your right knee. And again, bring your left foot out. So it should come slightly outside your yoga mat and bring your left toes slightly outwards. And again, make sure you do the same variation as you did on the right side. Either hands flat on the floor or bring your forearms down. And let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And slowly coming back up. And slowly bring your left foot back into downward facing dog. And slowly walk your feet towards your hands into standing forward fold. If you need to bend your knees slightly, please do. Drop your head down and just shake your body side to side a little bit. And in your next inhale, reaching both arms up toward the sky. Look towards your fingertips. And exhale slowly. Bring your palms together at heart center. Okay, so from here, bring your left foot back to the back of your mat. And bring your legs apart, just slightly wider than your hips. And bring your toes slightly out. And bend your knees as you lower your hips down. Okay, so you can either keep your hands onto your knees as you lower your hips and stay here, or you can bring your palms at heart center, lift your chest and you can stay here. And close your eyes here, and let's take 5 deep breaths. And slowly open your eyes, hold on to your knees, slowly straighten your legs. And widen your legs slightly. And this time bring both toes slightly inwards. Bring your hands to the waist. And inhale, lift your chest. Look up, and as you exhale, slowly lift your chest forward, keeping your spine nice and long, and slowly drop your head and bring your hands down. If you need to bend your knees, please do, or you can keep your legs straight and use your yoga block and place your hands there. It's up to you, but relax your head down, and let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And your next inhale, lifting your chest forward, come to the fingertips, look forward. Exhale, hands to the waist. And inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. And bring your right toes pointing forward to the front of your mat. Palms up, palms together at heart center. Rotate your chest forward to the front of your mat and step your left foot to join your right foot. Close your eyes here and let's take one deep breath here. So take a deep breath in and exhaling through your mouth. And slowly open your eyes. Your next inhale, reaching both arms up. And as you exhale, slowly falling forward. And inhale, lift your chest, look forward. And exhale, hands to the floor and bring your right foot back and left foot back into plank pose. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And slowly bend your elbows, coming all the way down to your belly. Okay, so from here we're going to move into locust pose, but with interlacing your fingers behind your back. So interlacing your fingers behind your back and see if you can press your palm together as well. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades and bring your inner soles together. And in your next inhale, lift your chest and lift your legs off the floor. And you will now kind of look towards the front of your mat rather than lifting your head here. Let's take a few breaths. And slowly coming back down. Make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead. Just shake your hips side to side. Bring your body back to neutral. Okay, and slowly coming back up. And this time you can either repeat the same pose, or if you can, do both pose. Bend both knees, hold on to your feet, or your ankles rather, and you probably want to keep your knees slightly apart, lifting your chest, and take a deep breath in, and lifting your chest and lift your thighs off the floor, and this time lift your head slightly up so you're looking forward. And let's take a couple of breaths. And another one. And slowly coming back up. Make a pillow with your hands again. Rest your forehead. And take a nice few breaths here. And slowly coming back up, and push yourself up into all fours, and then into child pose with arms stretched forward. Rest your forehead and take a nice few breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly coming back up. Oh, okay, so one more back bend that will really help you open up your chest and the heart center. So come a little bit forward and make sure that you keep your knees apart, about hip distance, and hold on to your lower back with your hands, so supporting your lower back with your hands here. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest, and keeping your chin tucked in, slowly arching your back. So if you're feeling already quite strong in this posture because your back is tight, just stay here with chin tucked in. Or if your neck feels okay, you can drop your head down as well. But I probably suggest keep your chin tucked in if you're going to stay here. Or if you feel comfortable going a little deeper, you can hold on to both heels with your hands and come into full back bend. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades, and again, if your neck feels a little tight or if you have neck pain, you might want to stay here with your chin tucked in. Otherwise, feel free to drop your head all the way back and see if you can lift your chest forward. So when I push your chest forward, you can close your eyes here and take a few breaths. And to come out from this pose, keep your head down and release your hand to support your lower back. And slowly bring your head back and sitting down to your heels and rest in child pose with arms stretched forward. Rest your forehead, take a nice couple of deep breaths. And when you're ready, slowly coming back up. Oh, how are you feeling? Okay, so let's bring our souls together and hold on to your toes and just butterfly your knees up and down, nice and gentle, with a big smile maybe. And in your next inhale, lift your chest, look up. And as you exhale slowly, bring your forehead towards the floor. And let's take a few deep breaths. And in your next inhale, slowly coming back up. And slowly bring your knees together. Give them a hug. Bring your forehead towards your knees. And slowly coming back up. Okay, and lying on your back. And bring your knees towards your chest, one by one. Give them a hug. And nice and gently rocking side to side. And coming back to center. And moving into happy baby pose. So hold on to your feet. Bend your knees towards your armpits here. And let's rock, gently rocking side to side here. And come back to center. Hold on to your big toes. So hook your big toes with your fingers. And slowly straighten your legs. And bring your legs out as much as you can. And you want to pull your big toes towards you. So bend both elbows out slightly as you pull your big toes towards you. And let's stay here for a couple of deep breaths. And slowly bend your towards your chest, or a big hug. And bring your soles together and bring your feet towards the floor. And you might want to just place your hands onto your inner thighs and close your eyes here. Let's stay here for a minute or so. So relax your shoulders down and just let your knees to drop down naturally. And slowly stretch your legs forward into final relaxation posture Savasana. Bring your arms out and let your toes to drop out naturally. Taking a couple of deep breaths. And let your exhalation to come through your mouth. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes. And slowly turning your head side to side, pressing your ears towards your mat. And reaching both arms over your head. And bring your knees towards your chest one by one. And wrap your knees with your left arm and turning to your right side. stay here for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, slowly push yourself up to seated posture. Sitting in a comfortable seated posture, bring your palms together at heart center, closing your eyes. Let's end this session with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. So take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.